It's me, Renee. I'm back, and I want to do a little update on how my readathon is going. So I read a few books. I have. So I finished this one on Monday evening. Yes, I didn't talk about it in the TBR because I already started it. I feel like, can you count books you already started when the readathon is starting? And you know what? I'm counting it. So I'm talking about it anyway. Nobody's Princess. It's the third in the Winchester series by Edgar Radley. They're all romances, but also romances with kind of like a criminal or caper, like a mystery element to them. And yeah, I suppose this one hasn't really like a big mystery element to it, but I suppose it has in a way. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I would say I liked the other two more than this one, but I still really enjoyed this one. I mean, as far as like so far, my experience with Erica Riley has only been good or amazing. So yeah, I do really enjoy it, and yeah, I would recommend it if you want to check out historical romance with people of color. So yeah, then we have Hollywood Heroine, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, but yeah, anyway, in case you didn't watch it, this one I finished on Tuesday. It would also fit for the Asian author prompt or Asian American author prompt. Other than that, I can well, I suppose yeah, slightly also fits for the prompts of difficult love life. So yeah, this is the fifth in this series. Though I would say, like reading this, I kind of like the first chapter kind of recapped a lot of stuff. So I was like, maybe Kun kind of wants people to kind of be able to jump on board the series because I suppose in a way a lot of well I suppose yeah most of our books kind of can be read as companion books. I mean you kind of you get told like what the series plot is, but like the every book has like a plot that ends in this one book. I suppose you can I suppose just pick up this one if you want. And yeah, I very much enjoyed it. Loved it so much as I kind of expected. And yeah, very excited to get to the next one, which is actually already out, which is called Holiday Heroine. And yeah, it's already out. Came out this year. And yeah, I saw online. I didn't really find it online. Well, I didn't find where I usually find books, but yeah. Anywho, and then I read Plot Twist. I finished this in like 1:30 this morning because yeah, I felt like reading like into the early hours of night of the morning. Well, more of the night, it's not morning then, but yeah. So yeah, I like this one. At times I really enjoyed it. At times I was like, come on. So spoiler alert, but yeah, okay. So this is romance story, and it's one of those romances where, again, spoiler alert. It's not a huge spoiler alert, but yeah, where both of the kind of the people involved in a love story, they both love each other, but they can't communicate. So it's kind of like that kind of stupid miscommunication trope, where one person thinks the other one um, doesn't love them or the other one doesn't deserve them. Well, all along they kind of should be together. So yeah, that kind of plot points really annoy me. Like, except that I kind of liked it. I mean, it's one of those books where like you only see like a few days of every year, so it's kind of it's from the it's from 2003 till 2013, so it's kind of the story of like a week or something, like in each of those years. Of course, they talk about what happened since last time, but yeah, it's kind of that way. And yeah, I liked it, but I'll say like, I mean, that kind of storytelling, it's fun, but it's kind of like I would say at least for me, it's better when you have like a complete like where you. I mean, if you want to tell a long story, fine, but then have like many books, not do it over one book. It kind of feels a bit rushed in a way, I would say. And yeah, but I did enjoy. I didn't hate it. I suppose it kind of I would say like it wasn't like a bad. It just wasn't perfect for me. But I did enjoy it at times, and it wasn't at times. It wasn't like awful. I have mixed feelings about it. Let's put it like that. And then yesterday I started Fat Chance Charlie Vega. This one takes place in a small town, so honestly, all the other books I've read so far takes place in big towns. So yeah, this one will definitely fit for that prompt. Takes place in small town. Also, of course, the group read also does that. But yeah, and yeah, I've just kind of read like one chapter in it. I'm enjoying it, but I read a bit in it yesterday. What did I do yesterday again? Kind of blanking out because I thought, why did I not read more? No, maybe did I finish this one yesterday? No, that was 2 days ago. What did I read? Yeah, anyway, just coming blanking out. But yeah, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think I will focus on this one and also the group read. And other than that, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I would have gotten quite a few prompts there, like by these reads I've read. But also like it's not like I have to read all the prompts, and also the group read goes for all the prompts. So yeah, yeah, of course, this being historical, it didn't have any mention of cell phones. I suppose that's more for the bingo board. Yep. And yeah, so this is what we're focusing at the moment. And yeah, yeah, talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I'm back with an update on which book I want to start with. So yeah, I had planned to read the first chapter in all of these. Lack of Titanic, the Nectar Immortality, and Hollywood Heroine. So I ended up picking up this one first because I was most excited for it. And honestly, I don't really need to pick up this one now because this one just I'm loving it so much. I think it's a great book to start a week and a read fun. So yeah, I'm sticking with this one. That that being said, I probably will read these two later this week, maybe, or anyway, like soonish. But yeah, for now, I'm sticking with this one. Though I also kind of have some fun plans for later today. I'm thinking I might bake something, and so I might like put this book away for a bit. But yeah, for now, this is the book I'm reading. And yeah, so that's kind of that little updates. I hope you guys are having a nice day, evening, or whatever, and that you're reading anything good. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And I did the thing which I did a few days ago. I was up until like 1:30, I think, ended up being finishing this book. Because yeah, it was just an amazing read. I would say I read more or less like this is more or less my focus book yesterday, and yeah, I very much enjoyed it. Actually, I can't say I was kind of recommending to kind of give you those Gilmore Girls vibes. It's set in a small town. It's well, I suppose Gilmore Girls season one because Charlie Vega, she's kind of exploring love, like her first love, like this book. I would say it's a YA romance slash contemporary. It's just romance, but it's a lot of romance in it. I would say. So yeah, kind of how Rory is in the first season when she meets Dean and stuff. It's kind of giving the same vibes as this book, I would say. Though, like one of the differences between this book and Gilmore Girls is that in this book the mom and daughter don't really get along, while in this one, well, sorry, yeah, while in Gilmore Girls, of course, they get along mostly at least. But yes, Fat Chance Charlie Vega. It's a very good book about first love, but also about accepting yourself, about being fat in the world that's kind of wants everyone to be thin. And yeah, it's just a very good story. Definitely check it out if you're in the mood for a lovely but important and representative story. I would highly recommend it. Like the back is just kind of like people who critique it or like good praises. And yeah, it it deserves all this praise. It's so good. So good. So yeah, finished this early this morning or last night, depending on how you talk about it. So yeah, up next, I'm thinking that I might either read a bit more in this one, which is the Norwegian version of what's it called in English again? Of The Smoking Hourglass, the second book in the Uncommoners. So I actually read the first book in October, September, yeah, not that long ago in English, but I couldn't find the second one today, like, well, recently in English. So I thought, I can just switch over to Norwegian. So yeah, this is the second one in the trilogy in Norwegian. And also, as far as I know, I think only actually first two was translated. I mean, sometimes that happens. Not the whole series is translated, sadly. But yeah, this is a middleweight series, urban fantasy with, I mean, it's magic. They don't call it magic, but I would say it's magic. It's kind of magic, acquaintance, magic adjacent anyway. And yeah, definitely works for a prompt of family drama because some people in this family, like in the main, okay, so the main characters are two siblings, uh, Seb and I can't remember the name of the other one, but yeah, Seb and Ivy. But yeah, they found out in the first book that their family has some let's just say some bad apples in them, and yeah, that kind of thing rolls over in this book as well. And yeah, I have started slightly, but I kind of read one chapter. But yeah, I haven't really been, I suppose, that much in the mood for it because if I had been in the mood for it, I would read more in it. I'm thinking maybe I'll pick up this one. But other than that, it also has as an option. Well, I'm probably gonna focus more on As Seen on TV by Meredith Score. This is the group read. It is also a book I already had on my radar, but yeah, it kind of looks kind of like a bit Gilmore Girls-ish, and like it kind of covers all the prompts, well, as most group reads does. But yeah, I haven't started this one yet. You might ask yourself, Renee, what have you done today? Well, today I've kind of walked a bit around because yesterday I was just kind of reading and well, no, actually yesterday I wasn't reading. I was doing some DIY. But yeah, today I kind of noticed, oh, my back, it's a bit aching. So like, okay, I need to move. So I walked a bit around, just kind of around here, like around where I live. I listened to an audiobook. The audiobook I'm listening to is Deaf Utopia by Niall DeMarco. It's his, yeah, it's his Utopia. It's his biography. Came out this year, and so far I'm very much enjoying it. I'm about halfway through it now, and yeah, really enjoying it. It's kind of it's a mix of like stories about being deaf in today's US, but also about like just his personal life, like his family and whatnot. And yeah, really enjoy it. And yeah, so yeah, so my plan like for this weekend, like tonight, I'm going to see Black Panther 2. I'm very much looking forward to that. And then tomorrow I'm going to stand up with my sister, one of them, not all of them, but yeah, one of them. And then tomorrow morning, well, I work a bit of tomorrow, so I suppose I'll have some time to read in between that. Like, but also like because I'm going to stand up with my sister, her family's in town because she usually doesn't live here. So I might probably just kind of be an aunt and hang around with my nieces. But yeah, I do kind of want to read a bit in this one during the weekend, but also like with tomorrow being I have to work and then stand up, well, not after each other, but like yeah, what I'm doing tomorrow. And then Sunday it's Father's Day here in a way. Though like my family we don't really do like that much for Father's and Mom's Day. Like we do like we give we give them a present, like a small present, and we have some cake and we have like a song in the beginning, but like it's not like we have like a big dinner at the end of the day. It's kind of like more of a morning thing, and then I suppose we might ask, "What do you want to do today?" But mostly it's like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like, I suppose I really want to get that because my mom, she's 66, she turned 66 to this year, and my dad is 78. So like they've lived a long life, so it's not like they go around thinking like, oh, I never do what I want to do or stuff like that. I mean, all my me and my siblings are adults, so it's not like they have to be like um take care of us all the time and stuff like that. So they do stuff that they want to do all the time. So I suppose in a way, their birthday or like days like Father's Day. It's not that different from like a regular Sunday. But yeah, so I think I'll probably be a bit with him. So like if we're gonna do stuff, we're just gonna hang out. I don't know. But yeah, if I'm gonna read, it's gonna be one of these. But I'm thinking it's probably gonna be this one. I'm very excited for it, and I'm thinking I kind of want to mood for to read this one than this one. Though as well, again, you never know. I'm excited to read this. It just looks very cool. Excited to read it. And yeah, I'll so far I haven't kind of rewatched a Gilmore Girls episode. Honestly, so the prompt is rewatch a Gilmore Girls episode that you love. And yeah, I love Gilmore Girls, but like a favorite episode, like I love a lot of episodes. So I can't really figure out what is my favorite episodes. I really like the episodes in beginning of season 5 when Lorelai and I was about to say Dean, Lorelai and Luke are at the beginning of the relationship. I really like that. And I really I kind of really like the Yale years for Glory, like her Yale years. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I suppose I might watch an episode or two. I might do that. Just kind of randomly pick an episode. I don't know. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And yeah, this is the last update to gilmoreathon. So it ended yesterday, but yeah, this blog is going up today. So here I am, kind of wrapping up the whole shebang. So yesterday I finished As Seen on TV. Started it on Saturday and then finished it yesterday. And yeah, it was a lovely, lovely book. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, it kind of gave me those Gilmore Girls vibes. So I would say it kind of, I suppose, in a way, I would say, kind of, in a way, geared more towards like the Hallmark meta aspect. Like it wasn't very Gilmore Girlsy. Okay, you might ask how so. Well, okay, so yeah, you had like a main character who had a young mom, and her mom was not a best friend, but a good friend. I suppose maybe one of her best friends. Maybe. But yeah, but I wouldn't say like the relationship between the main character, Adina, and her mom is like the main focus, but it's in the book. And also, yeah, she finds out very soon. This is not a spoiler at all, but she finds out very soon that the small town she goes to, it's not so quirky. It's not so nice. I mean, there's people there who are nice, but it's not like there's not like a Kirk or a Miss Patty or like a big community there. It's just kind of a place where people live. Uh, and yeah, I kind of liked it in a way because, I mean, okay, in case you didn't know, this book is all about Adina, a New Yorker. She's a journalist and she has never really gotten her big break as a journalist. And then she kind of gets an idea of like making a story around a small town that gets developed and like how the small town kind of is sticking it to the man, and then she goes to the small town, and then it turns out they all kind of want this development. They want this new apartment building, which will also have a cafe and a gym and nail salon, etc., etc. Like this place will actually help the town instead of like something that the town doesn't like. Like it won't really like be a big competition for the town. At least that's kind of how it's viewed upon. And yeah, kind of like the aspect of how like often I would say also like in my mind kind of could kind of been like looked upon like bird's eye, like how often when you don't know something yourself you just look at it from outside. Like if you just watch a lot of movies about I don't know, uh, the States, like me as Norwegian. If I watch a lot of movies from the States, I might get this image of the States and then go over there like, oh, okay, so it's not quite true. I mean, some of it is true, but like it's not quite true. So like, yeah, how things portrayed in media or like how things are in movies and TV series is not always how it's in real life. And yeah, kind of like that kind of meta aspect of it, or like how we looked on that. Uh, there's also a romance story in it, and I quite like that romance story. It's quite nice. And yeah, all in all, I would recommend this read. So yeah, this was the group read for the Gilmoreathon, as seen on TV. And yeah, definitely a book I would recommend if you like Gilmore Girls, but I suppose more if you like Hallmark movies. But yeah, it's a nice read. I read like author notes because I'm that nerdy, and it said that the author wrote this during the pandemic, so during 2020. But like, it's not like the pandemic actually is mentioned here at all. I think it's not really mentioned with one word, which yeah, kind of nice. Also, yeah, I don't really think it's kind of mentioned like what year it takes place in. So I suppose you could like imagine this takes place in 2019. It's not like they mention any dates or like things that kind of date it. So yeah. But yeah, it's kind of, as I said, like it's set like pretty recent, like it's set in a world with Uber and stuff like that. So recent-ish. Also, Uber maybe came out 20 years old, 10 years old. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, a lovely read. I really enjoyed it. And then yeah, just kind of like wrap up. Before that, I read Fat Chance Charlie Vega, which I really enjoyed, and I kind of also kind of give me like these Gilmore Girls vibes. It was related to first love, to best friends, and family troubles. So this family troubles is more between the mom and daughter, and not the mom and the daughter and grandmom and stuff like that. But still, kind of gave me the Gilmore Girls vibes. And then we have Plot Twist, which was not bad, but not amazing. Romance story. I suppose I can't really compare this too much to Gilmore Girls because I mean, yeah, Gilmore Girls has romance stories, but I wouldn't really say that any of them really resembled this one. I suppose maybe Luke and Lorelai's story, but maybe not. Well, maybe in a slight way. Uh, but yeah, it was a good book. I would not recommend it, but I wouldn't highly recommend it, I would say, because at times it was kind of like talk to each other. Like the miscommunication joke was huge in this book, huge. Then I also read Hollywood Heroine by Sarah Kuhn, the fifth book in the series, and yeah, I loved it very much. This one, I suppose it kind of has like a complicated family relationship, but not like big, but kind of. And the love story is kind of second chance, but it's not second chance. Okay, so it's the main character and her husband is kind of arguing in a way, so it's kind of like Madge in trouble, but it's not in trouble, but yeah, they're arguing, so that's kind of what's happening with that. And yeah, this Asian representation all over this book. And I would say also like in general, I would say this series kind of gives me the Gilmore Girls vibe. So like how, because this has a lot of Asian representation and Gilmore Girls doesn't have a lot. There's the Lanes, well the Kims, but not other than that. But like I was saying, like when I watch Gilmore Girls, I get like a comfortable vibe. I feel like being hugged, and this kind of also gives me like feelings of being hugged by lovely people. So yeah. And then I read Nobody's Princess at the beginning of this week. Well, last week, Monday, which yeah, really enjoyed. And this I would say is kind of like a typical love story trope. So yeah, ticks off that prompt. And then yeah, I also end up watching uh, episode 720 in 720, so 721, 722. So Unto the Reach and Bon Voyage, the last two episodes of the original Gilmore Girls. I'm kind of, I suppose, in a way, a bit weird that way because I've actually never really had anything against season 7. A lot of big Gilmore Girls fans don't like season 7 at all, like they pretend it doesn't exist, or they might like some episodes, but like don't really like it in general. I I don't really mind it. Like I don't know. To me, it kind of feels like I mean, it's not like well, I would say like season 6 also is not perfect. But I wouldn't really say like season 7 is that much worse than season 6 really. At least not in my mind. And yeah, I also cried a bit because I cry every time I watch those two episodes, especially the last one. It's quite touching. And yeah, also yeah, so I watched the Netflix episodes when they came out in 2016 with some friends. That was kind of nice event thingy. And I actually tried to rewatch it in 2017, 18, around that year, that time. But honestly, I couldn't because I don't know. Yeah, there are parts of the Netflix movies that are good, but I would say most of them are just kind of like, why? I think it just does things in a weird way. And I also don't really, I don't like the plot or how it goes, and I don't really like how it's filmed. It just kind of feels too modern. I don't know, anyway, it just, maybe it's part of what Netflix is, or I don't know, it just feels too stilted and raw, and so yeah, I can't really rewatch that. Yeah, and yet I still kind of want more. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose when you love something, you kind of give it many chances. But yeah, as I said, well, the only thing I said, but yeah, I haven't really rewatched the Netflix movies because I can't really do that. I just, yeah, I don't really, they're not really, they're too wrong for me in a way. So like whenever I rewatch Gilmore Girls, it always end at season 7. So yeah, but I also do rewatch season 7 when I rewatch the Gilmore Girls series. I do that, and yeah, I suppose could talk more, but like I've done the Gilmore Girls one before, and I've done Gilmore Girls video before, so you know right now I don't kind of, I haven't eaten yet, so I'm kind of hungry, so yeah, kind of just gonna go to breakfast. But yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed this Gilmore Girls fun, or Gilmore fun, and definitely gonna participating in next time it happens. Hopefully happens next year and not in 2 years time. And yeah, I suppose if you want, uh, I made a Gilmore Guys book tag that came out 2 years ago, 1 year ago, mm. And it's based on like this podcast Gilmore Guys, where there's two guys who talk about Gilmore Girls while rewatching it. And so if you like Gilmore Guys, maybe you want to do a tag based around Gilmore Guys or Gilmore Girls, you can do a tag if you want. Easily you do it, you'll find it. So for me, self humble brag, I know, but yeah, and yeah, I don't really have that much more to really add. I had a good time, and yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday, and bye.